Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Kat. I'm the Nurse Flipper. If this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel. So what I'm going to show you today is what is going out today on a Wednesday. We sold $300 on eBay, which is decent for a weekday. We are happy with that. I'm also going to show you two items that sold on Monday and Tuesday. And one of those is a $285 painting I paid $38 for. I'm going to show you exactly how I packed that. And then there was another one over $250 as well. So let's get started. All right, so the first item that sold over on eBay, and we actually don't have any other platform sales going out today, which is kind of rare for us, but that is okay. The $300 on eBay is great. The first one is this really cool avocado green. This is a fondue pot. It does have the holder and it has the lid. I paid $2 for this at my little local thrift store. Not my little local thrift store, actually is where a couple of pickers live. But I paid a couple bucks for that. It sold for $27 plus shipping. The buyer is $52 all in. Keep an eye out for like your mid-century modern decor pots, especially like this avocado green is really hot. And that sold in less than 2 weeks, and we will make about a $23 profit on it. Next is actually going out to a viewer. This is a Bill Blass vintage scarf. This one is really cool. It's got like the Dalmatian, the Golden Retriever. You can see it's pretty big. Very nice colors on this. And this one is selling to River Hills Vintage. So thank you so much for your purchase. I greatly appreciate it. And it did sell for $46 plus shipping. River Hills Vintage is $56 all in. So I greatly appreciate your purchase. This is a really awesome, this is one of my favorite scarves I've ever found, and I do appreciate the support. So thank you so much. Up and next, this is a Victoria's Secret bag. I'll kind of pull it out to show you guys. It's got like all of the sequins. It is brand new, and it does have a wallet with it that I don't see at the moment. I'm gonna hope it's in there. I guess I should look. It is in there. So always make sure, this comes with a little wallet as well. Always make sure if you're selling more than one piece that it's still in there, because that could have fell out in the tote or something. So this one does have a price tag of $68. It sold for $38 plus shipping. The buyer is $56 all in, and I actually only paid about $5 for this, so this is over a $30 profit. So watch out for Victoria's Secret's bags. Some of them can sell really high because they're mostly limited edition. So if it's one that isn't readily available, it could sell for decent money even if it's used, not necessarily new. So I do want to show you guys. I haven't sold one in a while, but I was talking about these last night on my live, and Christine bought 2 of these. So these are my journals that I bought a couple hundred of. They are really cool. They do have 2 journals in them, as you see. One of them is blank pages. One of them is like little dots to make bullet point lists. So it also comes with these really cool craft pens. Comes with some really cute like Be Happy washi tape, and then also a journal guide. This helps to make like the bulletproof list. Helps to make bulleted lists and also like charts. So I have these listed over on my Big Cartel store for $15 free shipping. I did have them at $20. I dropped them. I have hundreds of them back there, and I really would like to gain back some of that space. So I'm happy to give you guys a good deal. So those 2 sold to Christine for $30. And then I also sold these to Jim. So if you see, this is like a really thick, nice mattress pad cover. They are new. This one is EcoSmart. These are the mattress covers that Marriott Hotel uses, and I don't have them listed anywhere, but they are on my community page, or you can just email me at thenurseslipper@yahoo.com if you would like those. I only have one king size left. That one is $50 free shipping. I think they're normally about $120 or so. I sold out of queen, and I do have full and full XL available for $30 and $40 free shipping. So just send me an email at thenurseslipper@yahoo.com if you'd like one of those mattress covers that are left. I got those on a pallet. My friend Pepper was actually supposed to take them. She decided not to. They are very high quality, really nice mattress covers. I haven't listed them on eBay. I figured I would give my subscribers a chance to have them first. So I almost forgot to thank you, but Jim, I greatly appreciate your purchase. There's a big, if you see over there, there's a big king size that's going to him, and then the full. And I'm shipping them separately. They're just too big to ship together and be able to save anything. It actually would end up costing more. So Jim, I appreciate your support and your purchase. Thanks so much. Next, this is a really pretty ice bucket. It is Vernini for Di Serono. So I got this at the antique mall. I paid either $6 or $8. I can't remember. I probably paid too much, but this is like so pretty. I just had to pick it up. And this one sold for $20 plus shipping. The buyer's $29 all in. I will make about a $12 profit, and it did sell pretty fast. It sold in about 2 weeks. Next is one of my Ranshaw scarves. So this one is Illinois. Keep an eye out for these. I sold a lot of them for $40. This one sold for $20 plus shipping. The buyer's $24 all in. I am in the profit by a lot on these handkerchiefs. I have made quite a bit of money, and I had several orders that were over $100 where people bought like 6 and 7 of them. This one I will make about an $18 profit, and I still have like 15 of those left. I got almost all 50 states, so that was a really, really great buy. Vintage handkerchiefs can sell for 10 to 15 a piece, and like those have the state maps on them, are selling for 20 upwards of $40 each if they are less common. The QVC palette remnants, like this palette is going away fully, I feel like. So these are some Mark Fisher wedges, and I paid about $3 for these. They sold for $22 plus shipping. The buyer is $32 all in, and we'll make about a $17 profit, but it's been over a year. So I am glad to see these shoes go. Still have a bunch more, but that palette was in the profit in under a month. I just had a lot of things that are actually slower selling, and that is something that happens a lot with palettes, which is one of the reasons that I've kind of shied away from doing palettes. I would rather pick lots at a state online auction that I can see and know that most of the stuff that I got is going to be somewhat faster selling or of high profit. And then this giant bear. So this bear, I paid $2 for at my little local thrift store. He sold for $25 plus shipping. The buyer's $42 all in on this bear. He said he has a big standard poodle who loves to carry the thing around. He tore his up, so he was really happy to find the replacement. And to let you guys know, I actually forgot them in the house, with the big bear and also these mattress covers, I ship them in black, like industrial trash bags. I put them in, I twist them, kind of push the air out to make them more condensed, and then I double wrap it over them again, and then I use pirate ship to ship them out and put the size as if it were a poly bag. So that is a great way to do bigger stuff, especially if you can double bag it. And I have had a few subscribers already get their mattress protectors that they did arrive safely. So I'm fairly confident that that is an okay way to ship. So what we are going to do now is we are going to go, and I will pop pictures up here of the photo. I believe it sold for $285 in under a week. I paid $38. That is going to be over a $200 profit. And then I also sold this DVD VCR combo for $275 plus shipping. Those both came from the same online estate haul, and those two have paid for everything I got. I spent $500 and now everything else is pure profit. Another thing is that cool Matador painting. You can see the barn vintage like cross stitch picture. There are more pictures. back there, there's a ton of stuff. So we're gonna have a lot of profit. So what I'm gonna do is take you into showing you exactly how I wrapped and packed that painting for shipping, which took me about an hour and a half, I won't lie, but I made 200 bucks, so I am okay with that. I'm probably gonna buy some more supplies just to make stuff easier, like some foam board, and you guys will see what I did, and hopefully that'll help you, because I feel like even if they're unsigned or unknown artists, you can sell unique, really cool looking artwork for good money, and you can find it for cheap. So let's go see how I packed it. All right, so everything that sold is actually in here today. I sold this VCR for $275, and then I sold this big painting. So I'm gonna try and show you guys what I'm doing. I have this foam. This actually came with my desk, and I saved it. And if you look, it actually fits in here pretty perfectly. So I think I'm gonna do this and then layer some bubble wrap. I do have pool noodles I bought off of Amazon specifically for this, and I kept my corners. They only had 3, but I have this cardboard one. And so I'm gonna do the foam board first, and then I'm gonna put some bubble wrap, and I have this like cling wrap stuff. So I'm gonna show you guys kind of step by step as I go what I'm doing. And I have not shipped a painting this big yet. And then the only other things that sold, I sold this little planter for $12. I'm like $1 in, and I did show all that dirt. And then this home and garden party spoon rest sold for $12. And then this DVD, I actually only paid $1 for this at a garage sale this weekend, and it sold for $16 plus shipping over on Marketplace. And then I sold this map, which I'll probably just go ahead and show you guys how I'm gonna pack all of this stuff up. And these 3 bowls were in a lot I got for, you know, just a few bucks. They're Bed Bath & Beyond. They were $15 each. I took an offer for $20 for all 3 on Poshmark, which will make me about a $14 profit. I think these will fit in a number 7 good. So I am gonna go ahead right now and trim this styrofoam up to fit in this picture. I have just lightly scored this, and it should. There we go, just break. Perfect. So that piece of foam actually fits perfect. I think I'm going to buy some foam boards since I have more art. You can see I have a box under here. It's the perfect like length, I think, but it doesn't have the overlap on the sides, so I'm gonna have to cut boxes to go on the sides. But first and foremost is protecting that painting, which this foam board will do. And now I'm gonna layer some bubble wrap on top. So now what I've done is I layered bubble wrap to kind of make it flat with this and make sure that's even. I did have to cut little strips of bubble wrap to make them fit. And now what I will do is try to put some, I'll probably do small bubble wrap first because it's easier to wrap, and do that, and then I will put a layer of big bubble wrap, and then I'm gonna start building a box for this thing. I've layered the thin bubble wrap overlapping here, you can see, and I have enough to wrap the picture. I went ahead and measured it. I've tucked it under a little bit, and what I'm gonna do now is run a couple of strips of tape across to make this where it will stay, and then I'm going to attempt to flip this over. Okay, so now I have my layers of tape, so that kind of makes this one sheet, and then I am going to attempt to flip this. So I got it flipped, but I think that my bubble wrap and stuff under here has probably come off. So what I'll do is tape this, and I'm gonna flip it back over so I can check my bubble wrap and foam board placement on the front. Okay, so this side is done. Now I'm gonna flip it over one more time so I can check the front again. So if you see when I flip this back over, now my foam board and cardboard placement, or foam board and bubble wrap, is a mess. My little piece is over there. So I'm just gonna flip this up, and then I'm gonna reposition this back where it should be. Put those there. I somehow have lost piece of, oh, it ended up over here somehow. So I'm gonna do that. And then what I need to do is figure out a way to kind of keep this in place, which might be just wrapping this really tight. That's what I'm thinking. So I pulled these flaps up, tucked them as tight as I could. So now that cardboard and big bubble that's in there protecting that actual picture are good. And then I just wrap the ends up like you would a Christmas present. And I think what I will do now is get these corners, and I'm not sure. I think I might put one layer of big bubble wrap over this and then put the corners, secure the corners, and then we will start to build the actual box. What I will do with the large bubble is wrap it long ways instead of the short ways like I did with the small. So I'm gonna measure it out basically just like I did with the small and then flip this over. Okay, so I've done the same thing, but this time I've taped it underneath to the small bubble. So when I flip this, it's not gonna become dislodged. I couldn't do that with the small bubble because I would have been taping to the frame. But now that I already have a layer of small, I'm going to do that, and now I am going to flip this again and secure the other side. I will then put the corners on. I thought I would need the pool noodles, but I feel like this bubble is probably going to be sufficient. Okay, so here you can see on the sides where I've taped that large bubble up, and I've taped my little tail here, and now I will go through and secure these pieces here with extra on the end. And then I will attach that there. So I'll just do that with each and then put my strips across the top as well. All right, so there is the foam layer covering the picture, and then big bubble, and then one layer of small bubble on the whole photo or picture frame, and one layer of big bubble. And now I'm going to attach my corners. I only have a cardboard one for this corner, but then I have these black corners that came on my desk. So I will put these here, and then I'm gonna tape them on there. Okay, so now you see I have attached the corners. So now with this box, I'm going to go ahead and cut it so I can open this up and set the picture inside. And what I'll have to do is find some more cardboard to build the sides of the box, because this will be top and bottom, but we'll want a layer of cardboard on the sides there. All right, so the box is kind of filleted open here. You will see at your bend points you have those gaps. So I have this cardboard I actually cut off of a box yesterday, and I'm going to tape this to reinforce those bend points before I lay the painting. So now that that is done, I'm going to take my painting, lay it up here, and we will see what we have. I'll make sure all this tape smoothed down, and let's set this in here. And that cardboard is also just reinforcing the box a little bit more. Right, so what I want, and this one just happened to have a natural bend, is just enough to go right up above that. So I'm gonna go ahead and tape this, and then we will fold that down. We might have a strip here we have to cover, and then we are gonna have to cover this side. I have secured this end up, and now we will fold the flap. Haha. So what I need to do here again is kind of score where this will come so up. This end, I scored it. It doesn't want to bend up, but I am okay with how it is naturally falling, because it'll actually give a little more like empty space there. And what I'm going to do is tape these two ends together down here. This part goes over just a little, so I will score this and then tape it over, and then we're gonna have to do something for the sides here. Again, have to reinforce these two flaps, like if you see. So I have two more pieces of cardboard from that same box, and I'm gonna take those and tape those on to reinforce this. To show you guys side. Before, this is what this looked like, and this is after. So I have one piece of tape going here, and then I've taped it the whole way to reinforce that. This is the little corner that's sticking out there, and then we're gonna start. I'm gonna do the same thing over here, and then I've got to find something to go on these sides. Here's what I'm thinking for my sides. I have my 8x6x4 boxes, and that's close to 4 inches. So I'm thinking I will hang these over and then we will wrap them, and there are my sides. And then on my extras, I will probably reinforce those corners again. So I've taped, this is one 8x6x4, and then I will tuck these in, tuck them under, and flip this box. But first, I'm gonna go ahead and cut another portion of an 8x6x4 to cover this area. So what I've done, because it's not actually 4, is I pulled these tight and I've taped them, and now I'm gonna go long ways around it. And again, I will probably put extra cardboard here in the corner, or I'll tape these corners really good. And then of course I'm gonna tape over this. Right now, this is just kind of holding it together. And then I will repeat this over on the other side so that we have a side. All right, so now we have a side for this box, and I am going to repeat it over on that side. So I don't think I need to reinforce the corners, and this is my final product. I'm gonna weigh this out and measure it and see what the cheapest way to ship this is going to be. I'm gonna guess FedEx or UPS, but we will see. So it weighs 14 pounds, and our dimensions are 31 by 36 by 3.5. So we're gonna go to 4. 31 by 36 by 4 and 14. So I am on my items to be shipped page. I am going to do this individually. I'm gonna click purchase shipping label. Okay, so then we are going to go here. I severely underestimated this, so hopefully I'm not too bad out here. So we're gonna put 14 pounds, 31 by 36. I don't know if it'll let me put 3.5. No, it won't allow points, so we'll put 4 inches. It was 32.85, now it is 48.10, but we're going to click on compare all services, and we're gonna scroll down here till we get to FedEx. There is FedEx ground for 35. There's UPS ground for 33. That is a flat envelope, which obviously we cannot do. So we will go ahead and click UPS ground, which is $33.98, which is $11 cheaper. We will purchase our shipping label, and then I will just print this label. And I will drop this off to UPS. Now, in order to do this, buyer paid $45.55 in shipping. We paid $34, so we have about $11 there. About $5 is actually going to go to eBay fees, so that leaves us $6 towards bubble wrap in the corners. I probably should have done a handling fee on this, and I might in the future, but you can see there is my shipping cost, and there is what the buyer paid.